Bluu, Truu back. Finally, it took a crisis of sorts to bring me back, but I didn't want to keep y'all too long. The one thing I wanted to say on this St. Patrick's Day: embrace death. How the media puts this virus out there, how they describe everything they're doing to make people comfortable and secure in their immediate surroundings. They know what they're doing, and they already know what the effect is going to be. So I say embrace death, because it's only the extension of life. You have to complete things. Everything has to come to a full circle, to a completion, to where it means something. And for most of you out there who are worried, panicking, doing dumb shit, and hurting your fellow person, your fellow soul, who's out there trying to figure this shit out too, you're too caught up. You're too caught up in everything that's going on. Without this so-called coronavirus, COVID-19, what would stop you from dying any other kind of way? So the message, the worldwide message, is to embrace death. Embrace the concept of death. Is not necessarily to prepare yourself to die, but if you know how to psych yourself out to know enough that you're not afraid of dying, then yeah, you're going to survive this. Because obviously they're bringing something else later on in the future that's going to wipe out those who survived this shit going on right now. This is a test run for something. This is not the coup de grace. This is not the main stage. This is still practice for a lot of these motherfuckers out there who are doing this shit. Embrace death. Just say to yourself, those that they say have passed, because we haven't heard names yet. We haven't heard all the names of all the people that have passed from this. And this would be something that I would expect the families to disclose almost voluntarily, because of the nature of the situation, how new it is. But just keep in mind, you have not heard a name. You're only hearing numbers. God names you and the devil numbers you. The reason that is so is because they know the numbers move faster than anything else. That's why you hear about the stock market. That's why you hear about all of these different stores selling out of random shit. In my own personal opinion, this is stuff that they had sitting in inventory or on their shelves for months, if not years or more, that just needed to get cleared out. What a perfect time. Embrace death. Understand that you are invincible when you don't allow yourself to be influenced by what's going on around you. You might see actual sick people around you. That's true. Yeah. You might see some people affected by these 60 gigahertz millimeter waves moving through the air, the 5G, which is really causing the coronavirus. And it's kind of funny how the two are connected. And that's something that some people are still trying to put all the pieces together to figure out. But obviously, there's something bigger than us, better than us, that needs to be set into the fabric of world society, of just the social construct of things and how things travel on a digital level, on a frequency level. So embrace death. Tell yourself you're not afraid to die. 2020, if you're alive right now and you've lived beyond the new year, we are embarking upon the natural new year, March 21st, where the spring begins. That's actually the new year. That's 2020 beginning for me. I'm embracing whatever they throw at me, because to make it this far, you have to understand where some people have come from in their lives to see something like a year like 2020 is remarkable. But also, you have to know that 20, just as a number, is a number of death. So to say 2020 means that whatever efforts are being cooked up right now are double time, if not quadruple time in their execution. 2020, you have to look back at the 70 going on 71 that have been taken out this year. I think his name is David Oney, Barbara Smith, the model, quite a few people, like 70 and 71, because 71 is the 20th prime number, and 20, when you reduce all numbers and use the science of gematria, where you code words into numbers and vice versa, you see that the word death equals 20. So it's no wonder why from all over the world, and you have to look into Iran. They're not talking about Iran on the news. I think they have it the worst. They're saying it's Italy. I say it's Iran. There's a reason why this is going on right now. But embrace it. You have to take it as another piece of armor. It's some bullshit they're cooking up. They want to make it as comfortable as possible to just let you sit there and die. Embrace death. Chest to chest like a motherfucker, man, like you flexing on that bitch. Embrace death. There's a lot more that goes into this, but this is the reason for me to come back. St. Patrick's Day. Hey, my lineage is part Scottish Irish. This was a good day for me to come back and help some people to understand what the fuck going on. So I'm gonna do better in these coming days and weeks ahead to educate those who follow me, and I appreciate all of my new followers. Those who follow me without putting out content, I thank you all for subscribing. In these next few days and weeks and months ahead, expect to hear more from me breaking this shit down, because it's really some shit. It is really some shit that's going on. But embrace it. Embrace it as a piece of you, because you're going through it. This don't try to exclude yourself from the situation. This is affecting everybody on so many levels. So just embrace it. Embrace death. This comes from one of my favorite fighting games of all time, Samurai Showdown. And you know how samurais fight is usually a fight to the death. Someone's gonna get sliced in half. embrace death. All right. Until next time, Bluu, Truu. Yo.